Man, so check this out. I've got this weeping willow that I planted back in the spring. This is one of two that I planted. I have another one in a different part of the yard, and some deers come along and rutted it all up. They did this the other night, and the exposed parts are already starting to darken, so I don't know if that's good or if that's bad. It was all kind of blonde like that. I don't know if that means the tree's trying to heal itself or if it's just, man, it's going to die that much faster. But I'd put these stakes up around it to keep it protected, and I'd monofilamented around the stakes, and that seemed to have been working because I think it was the night that I actually had planted it, they gave it a little nick right there. And then as a result, I don't know if it was entirely because of that, but this tree has kind of been struggling. The other one that I planted has been doing great, and I've been keeping both of them watered because I know weeping willows love water. And this one is planted down here by the lake. The other one I have isn't near the lake at all. And then this one also gets a lot of runoff from this hill. So I'm quite certain water should not have been the issue. I mean, maybe the tree just had some other issue right out the gate, and this nick didn't really much matter, but I can't imagine that that helped. And I'm also quite certain that none of this is going to be good for it. So it might not be until next spring that I know what's going on with it, unless it just completely dies off in the winter and becomes an obvious twig. And they rutted it so hard that they yanked this thing off. This was over elsewhere in the yard. I'd put this drain pipe that I'd split around the bottom of it to keep it protected from weed eaters and things, and they managed to yank that completely off, and they rutted it so hard that it's now leaning this direction pretty significantly, which before it was actually leaning in the completely opposite direction. It had a slight lean like this, and so that's how hard they were going to town on this thing. But man, I tell you, nature, it is always trying to destroy your shit. We'll see if it survives, I guess.